What's up, guys? I'm Owen.
I'm Liv.
I'm Jack.
I'm Claudia.
And this is the Black Hole State podcast. Welcome, you guys. We're starting this. This is kind of a new thing. But the four of us, we say some pretty funny shit, and we wanted to record it and share it with other people, so I think that's what we're going to do from this point on.
Mavis Bacon number crunch.
Make this a regular thing. What the fuck did you just say?
There's this old, educational game that Mavis Bacon was a part of.
Who is Mavis Bacon?
Called Mavis Bacon. Mavis Bacon.
Did you get it wrong, Owen?
Bacon.
Is it bacon?
I think it's Beacon. I mean bacon. Fuck.
We were saying, though, I want to know who this is. Francis or Mavis?
Mavis. It's
okay.
Mavis Bacon.
It's Francis Bacon.
The only thing I know about it is because there's this JonTron video, and he's it's one of those moments where he's going on rambling about shit. He's like, this ain't no mariachi band.
Yeah.
It's
Mavis
definitely
Bacon number crunch.
It's
Beacon.
It's definitely Beacon.
Fuck you. I got my.
So yeah, welcome to the podcast where we talk about Mavis Beacon and nothing else.
No. Actually, yes, that's it.
That's
okay.
it. That's
Went
all.
down to Georgia.
That's
Mavis Staples.
I think we're gonna go around and introduce each other a bit first because y'all don't know who we are. I mean, maybe you do if you're listening and you're like, "Wow, those losers are doing a cast."
I don't have any friends, so I don't think.
Yeah, no.
Jack's
Jack's just like a straight.
We picked him up off the street.
So, anyways, we can start with Owen, who can't control his.
What do you want me to just say about my life or something?
Well, just I don't know.
Don't tell your whole story.
I'm Owen. I'm a musician. I play in several local bands, and
I'm Liv. I'm a college student. I'm studying film. I live in Nash, but I also live in Ohio.
I live in Ohio.
He lives in Ohio. I'm Jack. I'm also a musician. I'm just currently I'm just jamming with people, mainly Owen. That's about it. But also, I'm also a college student. Currently undecided, and that's about it.
And I'm Claudia. I do a lot of illustrations and stuff, but I'm studying biology here in the lovely Black Hole State of Ohio.
All right.
Thanks for the sound effects.
We'll
have a soundboard eventually.
Hey, sisters. I can be the soundboard.
No.
Oh my God, Jake Charles.
Are you a human soundboard? Okay, here. What happens if I do this?
Hey, sisters.
Sounds like him. Jesus.
It's
pretty good.
You're taking too long. This thing's broken.
Do it again. Do it again.
We gotta change the batteries.
Okay, now we're done.
How loud
No, that's the issue here.
It.
We're peaking already. All right, don't worry. That's what Audacity is for. We got those sound programs.
Yeah,
we can
right,
fix that shit, right?
Right.
Not a big deal.
The worst one.
Stop. Look, this is a laptop. It's called a ThinkPad. I got it from my high school, and it's all I got. I got a Blue Yeti mic. It's pretty good, but we'll work with what we got. It is a high-tech setup, yeah. In Jack's basement with a laptop and a microphone.
Sitting on
one microphone.
On a homemade table.
We L'd in a homemade... on a...
What?
We're basically sitting in a circle.
We L'd on a couch in a circle. Half circle.
Wait,
it's a
hang on.
Square.
So, hold up. If this thing is surround sound, are people hearing me from behind them?
It's ASMR.
No.
This is the ASMR podcast now.
No, the mic is recording.
Wait, this is the sound of glasses being put on.
This is also an ASMR podcast. On top of that.
So picture this. So you are
sitting on the table.
You are sitting on the table, and
basically.
I am
talk at you without.
And I am putting sunglasses on you, and this is what you hear and feel.
And you look great. You look awesome.
Wow, you got the job.
Now feel free to try to sleep.
Okay, so the point of this.
So, yeah, like we said earlier, the main point was just, I don't know, we want to have fun and talk about different things. We're all from the Midwest, which is considered a pretty strange place, especially Ohio. There's a lot of weird shit that happens here. There's a lot of good, folklore, a lot of weird horror stories, a lot of creepy shit happens here. Sci-fi shit.
Oh,
weird,
yeah.
Out of nowhere shit. And, I don't know, goofy. It's straight up goofy here. Some of the sayings, apparently the way people from the Midwest talk. And it's interesting, and I've had some experiences because I'm, I go to school in Nashville, and I'll say something, and someone will be like, oh, what the
what does that mean?
That was normal to me. And I'm sure you've probably also had this experience if you've been, I don't know,
What's
outside of
guided
your
by
home state.
voices?
Yeah, what is guided by voices?
That's like
I've never
when
heard of Hawthorne Heights.
Hawthorne Heights?
like
What
that's
the
like
fuck is
whenever I go to Denver and they have like you know how we have like Cincinnati chili? They have their own. It's called green chili, and it's completely different.
Is it actually green?
Yeah, it's like green and
We have that every St. Patrick's Day.
I.
Oh, that's true.
Dude,
Skyline
That sounds
does.
absolutely
I don't
horrendous.
remember what's in it, but apparently it's like people rave about it there, like how we rave about Skyline, and I think it's just okay.
Well, you know, here's something interesting
Well,
about that, because I actually knew about that, and so Denver has a huge goblin problem. Goblins are green.
So they mash them
Is
up
this
in
a
the
bit
chili.
So,
from
like-
someone else?
No, not from someone
This
else.
is just his theory now.
But
This
this
is
is my
his
theory.
thing.
So
His
Denver has a
little
huge
noggin.
goblin problem, as we all know.
Do the
Right.
goblins
And-
live in the mountains?
Yeah.
Well, no, they cause like the father
Is
of
my
every
nephew a goblin?
the father of every one single child goes out into the mountains every fourth winter, and they see a goblin, and in order to get the green chili,
It's not spaghetti.
you have to go the goblin before
Are we
you kill-
talking about
before
the
you
chili
can you
or-
let me finish?
Are we talking?
Before you kill the goblin has to go like a cat, and
Like a goblin.
Like a goblin.
a goblin cat.
Like a goblin, no less.
like
Of course.
you know, the goblin has to say
Wow. What a saying.
and then that's where you get the green chili.
How many winters has Tegan been out in the mountains? Because if it's hitting 4, I'm getting a little.
But he
concerned.
is a father of 2 children, not
But he
not
was.
the internet
one.
that.
At one
So we're
point.
making this about you now.
Well, we didn't give any last.
Okay, Owen.
How many goblins has Tegan slayed?
6.
6. Damn, he's got a lot of that.
He's
chili there.
they're on the wall. They're
Can
hanging
we
above his
call him up?
fireplace. We won't.
What
How many
time is it in Denver right
What
now?
did he use to kill them?
Yeah, I can only get 3 with my
But if you ain't seen
Goblin.
goblins,
He uses
How many
his
those are
children
little
have you got?
kids
Those are just
in one of your
children.
drunken
Liv.
rages.
I don't get you.
I really like making jokes about you being an alcoholic now.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Literally,
I
one of the first things you said to me is, "I gotta get beer for our party. I need alcohol." So you can't talk. That is
mean
word
I'm an
for word what she
alcoholic.
said. But it's funny to make fun of you for being an
I
alcoholic.
thought about bringing beer just as
I
a
did
friendly gesture.
I was like,
That's
I
what you do
need a
as,
drink.
as an adult. You just bring.
You bring drinks for friends. I was like, oh, maybe she likes some Wowie. Rhine guys,
just bring a
I am
Ohio
not the
thing.
liquor, dude.
Just bring.
Just
I'm
Capri
not the
Suns.
Everyone likes.
No one can understand what you're saying.
You're too good.
Hey, it looks like Sam's on drugs.
Stop.
We're getting too much in the Trailer Park Boys territory. We're 8 minutes in. We got
Speaking
50
of
minutes. Let's-
Trailer Park Boys, dude, over by GameSwap.
Oh.
fucking that shit's crazy.
Damn.
Right.
I went to that GameStop
Does it?
recently,
Yeah.
and
It smells like
I
a
tried to-
convention in there.
I tried. It does, yes. I tried to sell a brand new $40 book there, like huge, awesome.
This is
Fantasy.
Game
Fi-
Swap,
it
not
was-
Book Swap.
It was a Final Fantasy book. It like crisp
Oh,
condition.
shit.
They're like, we'll give you $7 for it. I was like,
What?
$7 fucking dollars for this book.
Take it to-
So here's something that's not related to Final Fantasy or games, but is related to being scammed. So I was selling a lot of my fucking like old music equipment and shit, like shit I did not use anymore. And normally, what you do when you're selling used stuff, as I'm sure all you know, you sell it for half of what the price you bought it for was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was selling all that shit, and my music teacher and friend, his son owns a music shop called Third Street, and Pete was like, "Oh yes, try selling your shit to Miles because you buy that in an instant." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I sell it to him, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, so I'm getting I have one of these synth pedals, $200.
Yeah.
So I'm selling it for $100, right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll take the synth pedal for $50," and he did that for like almost everything else that I was trying to like sell him.
So did he want it for his personal use, or did he
No,
want it
well,
to
like,
sell it?
well, no, he tried to make the excuse of like going like that's just how the business makes money, man.
Well, you gotta.
Yeah, it's like
gotta
they
make a
have
profit.
to. If they wanted to sell it, they would probably have to sell it at $100 if
Yeah.
it was used.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
But
true.
that's the thing why I would the book that I'm thinking about selling, because it's just taking up room and it's an expensive book. if you just sell it on eBay for whatever price, so you know it's not being like resold and it's for someone's personal use, they'll pay a higher price for it.
My friend's dad, he's become a bit of an Amazon tycoon, if you will, where he has his own Amazon store, and he just buys shit and then resells it. And it's becoming like one of his main sources of income.
What?
He's getting a lot.
That's dope.
He's getting like a lot of money, but like he's.
When you first said what did you say? You said he's become
an
Amazon tycoon.
And I was like
roller coaster tycoon.
I was like Amazon tycoon.
Where have I heard?
Why
it before?
does he go to the Amazon a lot? I was like, is this a game?
Claudia is from 2000.
I was like, yeah, roller coaster tycoon, Amazon tycoon. I was like, this game sounds fun.
This sounds awesome.
Like, I just imagine like you can like it's like a river and you like click a boat and you can like charge people to like go down like a ferry. Should be a game.
Should be a game. Let's make it right now.
Let's do it right now.
Right now.
A video game where you can charge people to do evil.
I mean, that exists.
That's just Red Dead.
Why did I also... Oh, you mean like the minion game, or did you think that game that our cousins played?
Good, that Trevor played.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what
There
I'm
was a
thinking
game where you were an overlord. And
it was called Overlord or something.
Was it seriously called Overlord?
No.
But basically you could collect... Like, you killed people, and if you killed them, they became your minions. Yeah. So the more you went around the world and, like, killed a bunch of people, and you tried to get everyone to be your follower, your minion. And it's just about being, like, an evil person.
You have to hiss at them.
We started this podcast, this first episode, with the intention of talking about, like, stores and restaurants that you only find in Midwest states.
And we have.
We can possibly leave some out because the Midwest is more than just Ohio, but Ohio is plentiful with weird ones that people don't know about. So we're just going to talk about the ones we know. Obviously, I have some lists I'm going to look at, too, that we could bring up and be like, oh, yeah, maybe. Because I grew up, like, in northern Ohio, so there's places that are there that aren't here in southern Ohio.
Yeah.
So... does anyone want to start with one in specific? Specifically,
let's start with the main one, Skyline.
Skyline chili.
And that's the thing. People
that's
from
not the route I was going on.
That's the thing. People from Cincinnati are crazy about it. They're
obsessed. Because it is perfect in every way.
It is great.
It's the greatest food.
Well, here's the thing. People either like love it or hate it.
Yeah.
Well, I know people that don't like Skyline but love Gold Star, and I'm like,
which is crazy to me because Gold Star's literally like
Gold Star's trashed here.
So
Gold Star's literally like they went outside Skyline's like dumpsters.
Yeah,
and got whatever they put out of it. No, Gold Star's like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the arcade version. It's the arcade food version of Skyline.
It is. It's like you go to a little
like
arcade and they're like, "Do you want
a Coney?"
They'll call it the closest thing they can to like whatever they're ripping off.
The real thing.
So like
a
not
freeway.
get copyright or not get in trouble.
Like instead of
the
a freeway,
four-way.
The Cholitos like
a freeway.
Schleem. You could do like a three-way. Could be like an ABC. Like. It is super similar.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
ABC.
What I find interesting, I talked to you guys about this, but I don't know, you weren't there, Owen, but like, so I've been in the 20th century like mixing. Yeah. So the other day I mixed for Hawthorne Heights.
I saw that, which is hilarious.
And so what I found interesting is apparently a lot of people, even from mainly like Columbus, apparently they think the idea of putting chili on spaghetti is absolutely disgusting.
Which is crazy because like
you guys grew up in there. You guys are from Columbus, correct?
Yes.
Which is
also
that's weird.
Like it was a treat. So we'd take trips sometimes to come to Cincinnati when my dad started working here.
Okay.
And that was like the treat is we'd stop on road trips to stop at Skyline.
But there's Skylines like in Columbus. There goes one by our house.
But I think you're right. It wasn't as popular.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Well, I think it's literally because Skyline is a Cincinnati thing.
It's Cincinnati chili.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like the only like. I remember like being 5, and I remember considering the only 2 foods, period, were potato pancakes and Skyline.
Those are the only foods that exist.
Like that existed.
Might as well. Skyline.
Latkes and Skyline. Yeah.
But yes, for those of you who don't know, Skyline is a Greek chili place founded in Cincinnati, and the chili's amazing.
It's like ground up beef.
It's fantastic tasting chili, and you can get it with or without beans, depending on like your preference and texture. You can get it on spaghetti, You can get it in a
Hot dogs.
burrito, which is like chili cheese. You can get onions,
lettuce, in there too,
whatever.
tomatoes.
You can do whatever you want, and that's called a Cholito. And
Which is what I
basically,
did.
it's just chili cheese, and like you can put it on potatoes.
And,
And-
it's not the chili that everyone thinks about, where it's like chunky and like there's pieces of
No,
vegetables.
it's so different.
It's like
no,
pure like
smooth,
ground up
baby,
meat.
Yeah, it's more like a sauce.
Yeah, it's
And
more like
they,
a sauce.
they
No.
make it like a sauce.
It's kind of like
interesting.
the texture I could describe it as is like a meaty spaghetti sauce, but it doesn't taste like that.
Yeah, so like, okay, name a restaurant that like baseball teams go to that's not Skyline. Like
Gold Star.
Cold
I'm
Star.
trying to think of something else. Okay, for
This is
instance,
the
like
Little Leagues
the oh my god,
Because they can't afford.
Because they suck.
the
That's really good when
restaurant
they
that
lose.
your local like high school baseball team goes to after they win a game. That is Skyline for us.
Mhm.
That is like, I don't know.
That's like the victory place to
It is
go.
the victory
But I
restaurant.
just
It's
eat
so
there.
weird.
I just eat there, even when I don't.
Oh, it's
I don't
also
have a
weird.
victory,
It could-
and that's
it
most of the
could-
time.
It could just as well be fast food as it is a sit and eat like dining
Yeah,
restaurant.
Yeah.
absolutely.
There's no way of really classifying it. It's like a mix
It's-
in between.
You
get it
can
to
literally
go.
get fast food, and it's as fast as McDonald's.
Yeah, it's super fast.
Or
you
you
can dine
sit
in, and it tastes
But it's
good
still
either
And
way.
in
fast.
the inside is
Better
not like
inside.
McDonald's at
No,
all.
it's
it's
so
like a
clean.
real restaurant
They've managed to make a successful drive-through, and
because they have
Sit in.
servers and you give tips
people
and everything.
are obsessed with it. Their business is crazy. They sell chili like crazy. I'm honestly surprised it's not like
I was just thinking that. I'm surprised
not
it's not
nationwide.
national. Yeah.
Okay.
because
well,
like
it
I've
is
seen it in
in-
stores.
Yeah, it's
But
it's in
that's it.
stores. That's because Tegan lives in Colorado.
Yeah,
He has
they
to
have it in
make
Tennessee
his,
too.
but it is in Kentucky and Indiana now.
Yeah, Midwest.
Oh, it's in Indiana. I
Yeah.
didn't know about that.
Because
So maybe
Every-
it's
every
slowly
year-
spreading.
every year my family takes a big trip to Michigan, and for about a week, and every family, like my uncles or whatever, everyone would make a special dish. And my family always made Skyline because we were the only ones from Ohio.
Yeah.
And everyone else was from Indiana. And now that there's Skylines in Indiana, we don't make it anymore because they just can eat it anytime they want.
I remember
Huh.
finding out that Skyline actually had Skyline dip, and my
Yeah.
dad makes like they have
You
their
can
own
get
brand.
Skyline dip
But
from
like
Skyline.
my dad and our dad, me and Liv's dad, always fucking like made like Skyline
Yeah,
dip,
my dad
made
makes
out
the
of like
best
the
Skyline
chili that
dip.
you buy from it, and then like adding like Velveeta and Colby all
Mom
in one
adds
thing.
sour cream.
Yeah, which is even better.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
like
like the
so
sour
good.
cream in
Sour
there.
cream is
But
good.
like I remember like being super pissed when I found out. I was like, that's my dad's recipe. They
I know.
stole it.
He does this.
I
for us.
didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
So also the
I
the
found
chili
out. Yeah.
is so good that you can get like Tostitos dip chips.
Yeah, like the
and
scoops and
scoop
stuff.
that, and people eat it like that too. That's like a snack now. Like we would come in from like playing outside
Yeah.
or something,
And
and
get
Dad'd be like,
Skyline.
"I'm
I like-
making Skyline,"
I
and
like
we'd be
the-
like,
I
"Yeah."
I like the Tostitos, but I like doing the Frito scoops more.
Fritos,
Fritos
So
is
that's-
bomb with
See,
it.
that's
Yeah, Fritos are pretty
that's
good.
exclusively for my family.
I would
It's
say,
exclusively.
didn't your mom make that?
Oh yeah, all the time. So
every
it was
time-
exclusively for like football games,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
like the playoffs.
That's
and
what
shit.
I remember
Fritos,
coming
yeah.
All
here
the
for
time.
games,
It's
and
the Fritos and that chili
We'd get
cheese dip with the sour cream.
a fat
dip.
plate, just
Fucking
Yeah,
Skyline dip.
slobber it on there.
just scri-
We
Like
didn't
it's
have
like
the
an
fat
old
plates. We
lady
have
with
like
a
we have
ladle.
like the little. We had these nice ass like. Not well. They weren't like
Oh,
super
the
nice, but
little
they were a little
nice
pretty.
glass.
We still use them actually.
Yeah.
No, the little pretty nice glass.
Yeah.
like
And it's
little
they're-
like sauce containers.
I mean, yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
for
yeah.
dip. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Yep.
and like
No, we weren't as fancy.
put on a
as you
plate
guys.
and just little chips.
We
That would
use
be our-
paper
Yeah,
plates.
use paper plate.
And
Just
just
slob it
scooped
on there with the
Off
big ass
topic, but
spoon.
Tostitos and queso together taste they're good, so good, but they taste almost identical to the Cheetos cheese puffs.
Really?
They're almost try it again. Try it again next time. I had it recently. I had it yesterday.
I never
and I was
thought
like, this
that
tastes like fucking
Cheetos and
Cheetos
cheese puffs ever tasted like cheese. No
Oh,
cheese.
no,
cheese flavored chip tastes
You
like
are
cheese
100%
to me.
right about
Cheez-Its
this.
don't taste like cheese. Cheetos don't taste like cheese.
Goldfish.
Doritos don't taste like cheese.
None of them taste like cheese.
Can you get
Cheese?
Dr. Pepper? Just bring it
Yeah.
down.
Sprinkle
Thank you.
the cheese.
I'm good.
Okay.
Claudia, could you give me my water?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, no, I totally agree with that. While Jack's not here, I love like cheese flavored things, but real cheese does not taste anything like cheese
Oh
flavoring.
no, it's like
and that just
completely
upsets
different.
me.
And that's
Like,
I don't like cheese flavored. I don't like
Really?
Cheetos. I like the spicy Cheetos.
Cheetos get old. I cannot. Cheetos get
They're
really
greasy.
old.
I
Yeah.
used to love Cheetos, but now I can't fucking like.
I
Ever
can't
since
stand
8th grade, I've just been like, I don't want these.
Yeah, I don't like.
I
Cheetos.
can't. I haven't eaten Cheetos since like 8th grade.
I had a kick where I stopped eating regular Cheetos and I was like, oh, baked Cheetos actually taste better, and now I can't eat either.
Baked?
Baked. Okay, the baked Flamin' Hots
I
are
know some people that
so
die
much
for those.
spicier.
Yeah.
Then
but
so
every
much
time,
spicier.
every time I would be hoping it would be like main brand Cheetos in my lunch that my mom packed, and then I would open
Rip
it
off
at
Cheetos.
Ridge, and I got the baked ones, and I'm like, fucking, I got chipped.
But
You got Gold Star chips.
oh my god,
Gold Star chips.
dude. So
Oh, I wasn't. You could have just brought the bottle down. Like, I didn't have to do that.
Oh, I didn't think about it.
I love
That's
you.
Jack's a regular
you.
gentleman.
That's right.
Not bow.
Um,
I saw a dude bow. Oh my god.
Neil!
none of that.
Like, look at that clipping audio. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Put
So
a
that-
bunch of reverb.
That's
on
just
that.
like an inch of block.
Can we get an editor?
That's
and
an
just make
intro.
him just-
Oh, I ain't edited
Okay,
this.
I
We
have
don't
a-
edit podcasts.
let's-
Who are you?
I
It's
think-
straight
okay.
Jump
on.
cuts.
Professional.
Are we gonna do a verdict on the restaurant, or are we just gonna move on?
Oh, a verdict on Skyline S
perfect.
tier.
Yeah,
S
We're not
tier.
gonna. I mean, I think the rating of restaurants has died at this point, but we're just gonna like verbally do it.
Yeah,
S
gotcha.
Okay,
tier.
Yeah.
so here's a little
Yes.
subcategory. I don't think me and I've never been there. I don't think Liv's been there. I wonder if you guys have been there, because you guys have been to like fucking, I don't know, Space or some shit. But like
It's true.
True.
Grandpa's Cheese Barn.
No, we
I've
drove
heard
by
of
it the other day.
You know what?
The
I've been
fuck?
wanting to go to
I've been
Grandpa's
wanting to
Cheese
go to-
Barn.
It's like you
It's
know
in
that
Columbus.
old Tumblr poster. It's like Ohio, corn,
Hell is
corn,
real.
hell is real, corn, Grandpa's
Grandpa's
Cheese
Cheese
Barn.
Barn.
That's a real place, and it's a cheese
Yeah, it's
barn.
real. It's real. We
And I've
almost
always
went
wanted
there.
to go there. I was hoping you guys have been there, because I feel like
Here's
you
what
would
we're
have.
gonna do now.
We're all gonna
Four
go
of
to
us
Cheese
Take
Barn.
a road trip.
Record the
Well, it's
podcast.
only, and then that's it.
Record the
Car
podcast.
cast.
Oh,
Bro.
I was thinking just do it at
That's
Grandpa's
a
Cheese
great
Barn.
idea.
We could do
No,
both.
that's because
We're sharing ideas with the internet.
Yeah.
shit,
What else
guys.
does it
Hey,
take?
who the fuck's gonna take
Copyright.
Copyright.
We
to
can do
okay,
that.
listen
now.
to the
Copyright
three,
by last minute
To the
trips.
to the three
others.
people to the three people listening to this right now. Please, for the love of God, do not take our CarCast idea while we record ourselves talking
Because
on
it's
the trip.
totally something that hasn't been,
Hasn't
done,
been done
before.
before,
We're gonna
ever.
start it. This is the first time anyone's ever
Nobody
doing
has
this.
ever done it.
No one's
Me
ever
And then
done
if you
this.
do it after us, our upload date will show
Yeah.
that we made it.
Me
Exactly.
and my
We
me and
are
my
the
So,
Fine Brothers.
anyways,
we will sue you.
me and my
Steak
friend.
and shake.
Oh, Steak and Shake.
Rip
I was gonna
Steak and
talk-
Shake.
Rip, it's
Rest in
dead.
peace. God bless Steak,
Steak
and
and
I was
Shake.
Shake.
turning
We
hot
were
shit.
literally.
I went to the
talking about
movies
this today.
this past weekend
All right,
with
we're
my
done with
mom.
Steak and Shake. Verdict. Rip.
Rip.
in peace.
What tier is this?
Dead
Rip
tier.
tier.
It is.
Which is above.
That was
Yeah.
okay. There was
Heavenly.
it was like a meme going around, kind of like the hell is real thing. It was like things that you end up doing in Ohio when you have nothing else to do. It was like you end up at a Walmart or a Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Walmart is a
Yeah.
thing.
That was hilarious because it's like you want to go to Walmart.
That's like that's something we do for fun.
Yeah, it's
We
like,
go
well,
to
we
Walmart.
could play Halo, or we could go to Walmart and just look at stuff.
We
No,
could
every time
window
after-
shop at Walmart.
When I did School of Rock, every time after a show, our routine was going to the IHOP, then immediately after going to fuck around in Walmart and almost getting kicked out.
Can we also talk about how the restaurant IHOP, the main one in the area that we live on, is IHOP on Cox.
Use that
On
again.
Cox,
that's
on
right.
Cox
IHOP on
Road.
Cox.
I hop on Cox.
That's where everyone like
Everyone would just say that too. Ah, you want to go to IHOP on Cox?
IHOP on
Yeah,
Cox.
I have
No,
my
here's
house.
the thing. Here's the thing. Like
What's
we
the
hear
thing?
like someone like would be talking about it, because like at this point the joke would be old.
It is.
And
old.
like you'd be like, oh yeah, like where you want to go? Oh, I hop on Cox, and you're telling everyone, and then eventually you just hear one adult in
One
the back,
person.
one going. And it's
And
like-
that was a joke in like high school.
I know.
Yeah, that was like the big thing.
And it would always be like a 40-year-old dad or something, or a 40-year-old mom
I'm
going
on
like,
Cox.
ah!
I remember I went
Cox.
there with my grandpa, and he he double parked in the handicap spot.
That was the show of fucking
And
handicap
we were like,
was.
Papa Don, you can't do that. He was like, fuck it. And we went in and had some bomb pancakes.
I was on a road trip once to Milwaukee, and the guy I was carpooling with, we were pulling out of McDonald's on the way there. And his dad's like British, so he's got this really like soft British accent. Yeah. And we're going out of Do Not Enter, and he goes, "Do not enter. Watch this." We lost our shit, and that's the end of that story. Okay, so
no, but Steak and Shake, I think Steak.
You good?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Owen.
You need the
That's
doc. You need the doctor.
all right, so verdict on Steak and Shake.
No,
Rest
really.
in peace.
No, I don't
Okay,
have a verdict.
great
I want to talk about it.
Great food.
Food.
No, shitty food.
No.
It's good because we liked it. Like
It was good because it was an experience all on its own.
Exactly.
You could never go
the experience
anywhere.
is good,
Listen.
but the food is garbage.
No,
Listen,
the experience
listen.
was so bad that it made it worth it to go.
You know what?
I've never been
The
to
shakes are pretty decent though.
You know
Shakes
going
was
in
good.
there that it's going to be a shitty night in there.
You know
and
what
you
I'm just now
are ready
realizing?
for
You know
it.
there's gonna be 3 people there, including you.
And it's still gonna take.
And it's gonna take 2
4
hours to get your
hours.
food.
You know, I'm just not
And
realizing.
it
your
that-
doesn't
check.
matter. One of my
Because it
first
was-
dates was at a well, we went and saw a movie and then we went to Steak and Shake, and it took maybe 40
Okay,
minutes.
this
to get
brings
our
up
food.
something. This goes in the one I was. I've never been to a Steak and Shake that wasn't at least within walking distance of a movie theater.
Well, that's an
This is
interesting
true.
thing.
Because this brings me to my next
now
point.
they're all
Steak
gone.
and Shake's like, it's literally just like a dine-in. It's literally what you would get at a dine-in movie theater. That's what that food
Yes.
is.
I've always been curious about the Steak and Shake history too, because like they have their history plastered on their walls, and I've read parts of it, but like not done my research.
Yeah,
That
and it
just
was
came into my head
interesting.
now. I've never been to a Steak and Shake that hasn't been walking distance from
That's
a movie
true.
theater.
So,
It was founded in Illinois, in Normal, Illinois.
normal
Illinois.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
damn.
February
so many people died there.
1934.
Yeah, I need to
Aliens
know.
were there. They were there.
Aliens were
So,
there.
Steak and Shake
Goblins.
looks like this really cute little like 50s diner.
Yeah.
It's dressed up all nice. Their theme is like red and white. It
They
kinda
wear like the
feels-
paper hats.
Yeah, they have the paper hats. You can get the paper hats, and like if you're on there, you can get boats, and you can draw on them and stuff. And it's
Concealed
nice.
carries are encouraged.
But here's the thing. But
Yeah,
here's-
so, no, it was a cute diner, and they had like little claw machines and
But
stuff.
here's the
Yeah,
thing. Here's
and
the thing.
the yeah. Go ahead, Jack.
It looks as cute as it is. You wouldn't be surprised if you just like witnessed a man die there.
It's
It's
kind
not
of
like that often.
okay. It's like if you mixed an old like a mom and pop restaurant with a White Castle.
Oh God.
What is that?
What?
That is a
That's a steak.
Steak and Shake
Holy,
doesn't want you
what
to know.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, so they had the
Chuck E.
single
Cheese, go
the
home.
Dave's no that's they had the single steak burger, the double, the triple, and what Liv just showed us was like a
Cheese
Monster.
death.
monster of it was just a pile of meat.
It was like someone took like the hamburger and punched one side of it, so all the sides and like
When
dressings on it came out
Toppled
the
over.
other
Like
side.
they make it all nice when I'm like
They held
And-
it.
and-
the sandwich in particular,
no, and it's like and now the final touch.
and then you eat it.
and you regret it,
and
but
it-
you don't.
Later, you want to die, but you're happy about it.
So it's interesting. I found a picture that says it's from like forever ago. Steak and Shake boat landing service, like boat landing for
Whoa,
food
what?
service. So I guess they also like they spread their business out. I guess they had like dockside restaurants.
But within
and-
like the last 2 months, they're all gone now.
they're all gone.
They're all closed.
They're all gone.
There are Steak and Shakes by maybe every theater in the like tri-state area, honestly. And like
No,
now they're just gone. They're closed. I think the last time I went to one was with you.
Mm-hmm.
The last time, and now that will never happen
Last
again.
time I went was
I didn't
with you.
even think about it. I just went. This is just another outing at Steak and Shake, and now we'll never have one again.
And the weird thing was, because the one by AMC near West, that's near some crazy expensive other places.
Oh, yeah.
And it was always packed on weekends.
Yeah, it's Steak and Shake.
So yeah, and that was like you go to the movies and then you get Steak and Shake, no question about it.
Who got a steak at Steak and Shake though?
Did they?
Did they
didn't
have
know they
steak?
actually
Did they
had
have
steak.
It
No,
was
they were
never
steak
advertised.
burgers.
They were steak burgers.
They're steak
Oh well, that
burgers.
makes
I
sense.
found enough dirt in the
I
couch.
was gonna say I got
thank
their
you.
I got their
I thought that was a crayon.
I can't wait to like listen to that in the morning.
I got a I used to get their mac and cheese.
What?
Dead mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, they had
Their
great
mac and cheese became garbage though. The same as Bob Evans. Can we talk about Bob Evans?
Oh,
I've been there once.
Yeah, same here.
It was thebomb.com when we were kids. That was another restaurant where it was like, we gotta stop at Bob Evans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when the transition to garbage happened,
I think
but it became garbage.
No, I think it was when we moved
so
here.
everything became garbage when we moved.
No, yeah.
Wendy's
You guys need
became
to
garbage
leave.
when we moved.
Wendy's is actually pretty
Wendy's
good
has
now.
always sucked.
What the?
No,
Okay,
Wendy's
wait.
was really good.
Wait. Hold on. Wendy's is pretty good now.
Wendy's is fucking.
Wendy's is okay.
Okay, listen.
Imagine Wendy's when we were kids.
Can I give you an argument real fast?
Yeah.
Everything at Wendy's, no matter what you get, is for some reason wet.
You are
Why is everything wet?
Well,
It's
because
like
we're
they
reading
let
it
it
wrong.
sit
It's called
there.
Weddies.
Figured it out. There we go.
It's just the logo is just her, and she's just like got a bucket of water,
Okay,
just
so,
dropped on her.
Like, you go in and you're like, I just want a grilled chicken sandwich.
You want wet with
and
that?
You want wet with that?
want
Yeah.
me to say that?
You want some sweat on that?
You want me to pour some water on there?
Well, listen, you like bite into it, and the whole chicken like pops out the other side, and
I like
then
my
you're like
slip
holding
wraps.
it in your hand,
The slippery chicken.
and then you eat half of your bun because it's all crooked, and so you gotta use your fingers, and then your fingers are slimy. No, Wendy's is trash garbage.
When we had it, when we were younger, there was one specific Wendy's that was like 5 minutes
was
from our house.
extra wet.
It was bomb.com.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, if we were going to Wendy's, it was a good time.
Well, you know
Their
the
chicken nuggets were
Frosties
better.
are supposed
Frosties
to
were
be
good.
wet.
Our bus drivers
I
got
hope
us
so.
Frosties.
Wait,
We
what?
had
Oh,
this
yeah, I
old bus
remember that.
driver who bought every kid on the bus a Frosty one day. That was like the life.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not
Is
surprised.
that the guy that got you stuck on the train tracks?
No, that was some crazy Russian dude that we didn't know what he
I
was
keep
saying.
forgetting that
after
happened
time.
because you never actually told me about that. I found out about that from Claudia.
Wait, seriously?
Which I'm like, why did she never tell me that she almost
Why
died
did you
at
hear
the
this
hands of a
from me?
Russian
The
bus
thing-
driver?
The things were coming down, and the dude was like, everyone was like, we're gonna die, and he was like, we're fine, and we kept going. and
Don't
it was
panic,
like-
little idiots! We not die on train
That
track.
dude was psycho. Everything he did was like, we would like, he braked, it was like, there was a cat running out in front of him. Every single time he braked, it was like, hit your head on the front seat.
Just
he was
Good thing the
awful.
back ends were padded.
How do you have a job doing that if you're that bad at driving?
I don't know. I mean,
Like,
bus
how do you get
drivers are
that far?
psychopaths.
do not tell your parents
Some-
they take away my
some of them are
license.
like-
I always had really good bus drivers until I was in like probably it was like 6th through 8th grade, like between there, and it was the kind, or maybe we had like a reoccurring substitute, and she was the kind that's like, no legs in the aisle, sit forward, stare straight ahead,
Dude, we
no
had
talking.
one like that, Miss.
Yeah.
What's her name? I don't want to say her name. She's
Miss-
a wonderful
Miss,
lady.
Miss, let's call her Miss.
Miss
Miss,
Stacy. Miss
Miss
Stacy, if you
Stacy.
out there right now, you were wonderful, but you made our lives hard as children.
Oh yeah.
You once made me sit up front because I wanted to share Skittles with my crush.
Oh, what cock blocked?
You ruined my childhood, alright? No, I'm kidding. You were wonderful.
There's this bus driver that I had when I was in 8th grade. He was a sub, and he was really young, like just out of college. And for some reason, some kid accidentally brought a fucking dog turd stuck on a shoe onto the bus. Everyone's fucking freaking out. And they're like, there's poop on the bus! And then he just comes over the intercom and goes, is there a turd? That's the question he asked. Is there a turd? And everyone goes, yes!
That's the question of the hour.
Of course, there's.
I feel like bus drama was like
Bus
the drama that everyone
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about.
Okay,
the
it was
next
like
day
the
in
further
elementary
back
school.
in the bus you were, the more fucked up shit you heard.
Dude,
Dude, people
It's like
would
going
fight.
deeper into
I
a city.
learned, okay,
yeah.
yeah, it's like when I was in like 5th grade, and my brother was,
8th grade?
I'm trying to think. No, I was in 1st grade, and he was in 6th grade.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right, because we're 5 years apart.
Okay.
And so he got to sit in the back of the bus, because 6th grade, you get the back, 1st
Yeah.
grade gets the front.
Right.
Sometimes I got to sit in the back with my brother. And that's where I learned a majority of the messed up things that, like, you know, like, kids say crazy rumors. Do you
Yeah.
remember the rumor? It was like,
Jenny has a fucking camel toe in kindergarten.
That's gross.
It was like the rumor that
Jenny's a fucking bitch.
it was what's his name, that Marilyn Manson amputated his bottom 2 ribs so he could suck his own dick.
Yeah, totally.
It's true. It did happen.
All of his ribs are gone now.
Wait, is that actually not a rumor?
Yeah.
No, it's totally
a real thing.
fake as fuck. But that's the shit you heard in the back of the bus.
That was what everyone said all the time.
I know.
I remember that.
It was the back of the bus talk.
That was
What
more
was
than
the
back of the
one
bus.
game when kids were starting to get handsy with each other? You know what I'm
Oh my god!
talking about?
It's the one where you put your hand on their
Yes.
thigh and that you say, "Do you know this game? It's the shy game or the."
Yeah.
Holy
It was
what?
it was when people were first starting to get horny and like.
Yeah, it was like
touching
when
each
you
other
were
and
like
shit.
for like
Did you not-
6th grade to 8th
No, I
grade.
no one talked to me in 6th grade.
So-
they all thought
Yeah.
I was a goblin freak.
It was like our.
They all went, he
Oh my
probably
god!
sucks his
What
own
game
thumb.
was that? They touch your hand
They're right.
and they're like, "Are you uncomfortable yet?" And you
Yeah,
guys know.
so
and then they touch your
the dude
elbow.
would like go like this and be like, "Are you uncomfortable yet? Are you uncomfortable?" And they would like dare people to do it, and I was
As
like,
far
what
as
is
you could
with
go.
y'all?
So it's essentially like
I
sexual
never
assault.
played it. Yeah, I never
Basically,
played
the
it,
game.
but that's what happened.
Sexual assault, the game. Yeah,
remember
Play it
all the
on
time. Played it all the time.
PlayStation.
5th grade,
Sounds fun.
when they gave us like the talk and stuff and gave us like pads and like everything and like gave us little bags and we're like, what the fuck is this? Because of course they don't explain it well what's going on. Boys were taking the shit from girls and throwing it out the window. Like,
Oh my god.
it was so
This is kind of off topic.
elementary. Yeah, we're very off topic.
No. Like, I have even more of an off topic thing. Were you guys ever like, okay, because I experienced this firsthand.
Where are we going with this?
Were you guys
Owen?
ever like the obligatory rock kid?
Rock?
Like the rock music kid?
What is that?
Sixth
Because like
grade.
you listen to different music because I was sitting next to a guy on the bus and I was like, so like, hey, I'll say his name was Nathan. And I'll be like, hey Nathan, how's you doing? And he was like, oh, I'm good. I've actually been listening to a lot of rock music lately. Like he says it like he does. He's never heard like
What is this
a
rock
rock
music?
song. And I was like, oh yeah, like what? I was like, all right.
Like
Like
what?
what are you listening to? Like Green Day, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Sublime.
I mean, that's a starting point.
And I mean, like, yeah, it's a starting point, but it's just like they're like, he told me that my voice was really distinct, and that he could always like pick me out in choir. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then someone goes, it's because he listens to rock music, and I'm like, what the
does that
no,
mean?
that's
What
not
does
what
that
it
mean?
is.
No, I
It's
definitely
like he likes
understand
rock
that.
music, and I'm
He
like,
likes that stinking rock music.
it's like
Rock
the
music.
rock music.
The rock music.
Thank you, Dane Cook.
It's Dave Cool.
Dave Cool. Dave Cool.
That's the rip off Dan Cook is Dave Cool.
I
That's how
thought
Jack and I
you guys
talk.
were talking about Dave Grohl.
No,
Dave
that's what it was.
Cool.
I said Dave Grohl's so cool. His name should have been Dave Cool.
Yeah.
And then Kurt Cobain, more like Kurt.
Ow, my brain.
Ow, my brain. Kurt
Grunge
Cobain.
isn't dead.
I still have that
Grunge isn't
Snapchat.
dead.
Just Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain is dead.
Rip. Anyway,
Rip.
Steak and Shake Rip, rest in peace.
First
like
segue.
Kurt Cobain. What were we talking about?
Okay, wait,
We
hang
were
on.
talking about
I
Bob
thought
Evans.
a restaurant
Bob
popped
Evans.
into my head.
What's up?
Raisin?
Cracker Barrel.
Oh.
I never went there.
Nope, we never
I've
went
been
as a
there
kid.
once and I thought I went there once as a kid and I thought it was a museum.
Half of it is a toy. half of
was a
it.
museum.
Half of
Might
it is
as
a
well be.
toy store, you guys.
That's why I thought it was a museum.
Half of it is a toy store.
I was like, wow, Cracker Barrel's a weird
They're
place
awesome,
for a museum.
dude. I went there the other week.
I
a
mean,
couple weeks
name.
ago.
It's
That,
1 a.m.
dude, Cracker Barrel's the greatest, and I think that's a Midwest thing.
Well, what
Is it? I'm
what
gonna
did they
double check
serve there?
Oh,
Because
it's like
is it
country
Cracker Barrel?
breakfast food.
Yeah, it's like country.
Country
like,
meal.
Like
People
country
talk
breakfast.
about it like it's the best
They-
shit ever,
it's
and I'm
good.
like,
It's good.
I feel
yes,
like this is
I
what people
cry
who don't
over
like
a
Skyline
plate.
feel like.
Yes,
I feel like this
That
is what
makes
people that
sense.
don't like Skyline feel like.
I would cry over my plate because I loved it so much. They'd be flooded with tears, and I'd
It
have
was,
to get the
found
waiter to
in-
come
And this
back.
is what people who like
It was
Skyline
found in
look
the
like. The
South.
people who don't like Skyline.
Yeah, so
they're
I
like,
figured
"What?"
it out now.
Cracker Barrel is a southern thing as well, but yeah, I mean that was a very popular
Can't
thing.
believe
for
you
us,
guys have
too.
not been.
No, it never was a thing for us.
I've
That's
never been
what
to.
we're doing.
I've never been to a Denny's.
I've not been to.
I've been to one Denny's and I don't remember why.
See, I don't.
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
See, I don't like IHOP, Waffle House. I don't like any breakfast food really.
Dude, Waffle House.
Unless
Waffle House is not that good. I don't know why
It's not
people
that
get
bad.
hype over
that's
it.
I don't know why people
like
give
that's
it so
like
much
you're
shit,
drunk
though.
at 4:30 a.m. and
Exactly.
you want food.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's what
Yeah.
that is.
their steaks are okay.
Their steaks look like a piece
You
of
go, what the fuck?
gray meat.
I swear to God.
Steaks at Waffle
Yes,
House?
you can get steak. You get the steak.
They
fuck is
microwave
steak
it
and
and then
eggs?
step on it.
Dude, it's not. It's not that. Yeah, it looks like shit, but it's honestly not that
Yeah,
bad.
it looks like it died 10 years ago.
Okay, y'all. You know what we gotta talk about?
What's that?
Chick-fil-A.
You mean
the
best
Christian
restaurant
holy
ever?
place?
The best
Y'all,
restaurant.
okay.
If you don't,
Here
if
we
you,
go.
if
Here
you
we
can
go.
sit and curse,
This is my
eating
my
the Lord's
Go
waffle
ahead.
fries.
The Lord's
There's
waffle
no hope for you. Have you guys seen that video?
Yes.
Have you?
So Chick-fil-A. I feel like we all grew up on Chick-fil-A.
I hate the gays.
Nope.
It was
I
really
hate
good.
the gays.
Shut up. It was really good, I think. Up until now, I don't know what they did, but I can't eat it anymore.
Really?
And also,
It's because you're the devil, Liv.
The shit that people go through. The shit that people go through to get Chick-fil-A now is ridiculous.
Like what?
It is just chicken. There is... Where
That's
I go
like
to school,
Raising Cane's.
They introduced, like 2.5 years ago? There's a Chick-fil-A they placed right outside the school that everyone goes to, and there's not a lot of good fast food places out there besides, like, Taco Bell, that people go to. So that's there now. People will stop traffic to get in the line for Chick-fil-A. They will stop traffic on the goddamn road to get in the line for Chick-fil-A.
Okay,
I
I've
don't
had
think it's worth
Chick-fil-A.
I don't think it's worth it to sit in the line for 30 minutes for
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Twice.
It's not that good,
I've
y'all.
had it twice.
Chick-fil-A?
Yes, I've had Chick-fil-A twice.
I grew up on it, dude.
I didn't grow
The
up
first
on
time I had it was at the Tri-County Mall when they, like, put it in there, and I went shopping with my mom, and I got, like, chicken nuggets.
I have a story that doesn't have to do with the food, but has to do with going into a Chick-fil-A. It's really short and it's kind of funny, but it makes me seem like an asshole. But that's okay.
Well, that's all.
Are you sure you want to broadcast this?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
It's funny because I'm not that big of an asshole. But
All right.
you know how? Okay, so I was getting gas at a marathon that's like right across from this Chick-fil-A on my lunch break at work, and I pulled the gas out, and some still kind of got out, and a lot of it got on the side of my pants. So of course I'm smelling like gasoline as I go into this Chick-fil-A, and I go up, and I'm ordering it, and like these two waiters, they're like, I just got a huge whiff of gasoline, and they're like, yeah, that's not good. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what that
You
is.
should have pulled out a lighter.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna do it!
Like the guy walking on the White House lawn, just fucking.
Oh, God.
ablaze.
What?
Some
Did you
dude
hear about
lit
that?
himself on fire on the White House lawn.
It's like a fucking
fucking
rage. It's like the rage.
No,
Against
it's
the
awful.
Machine
He's
now.
dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
no,
dead.
that's
He's
not
dead as
good.
fuck.
Wait, recently?
Yeah.
What?
We were talking about that
Happened like a week
house.
ago.
I actually thought you were shitting me.
No, it was
some
real.
dude lit himself on fire on the White House.
You
lawn.
seen the Rage Against the Machine album cover? It's like that.
It's
but-
literally
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally on fire, but he's walking.
That's not a bomb track.
Yeah, and he's dead.
Just another.
That's a worse than truth.
He
Oh
won't
my
do
God.
what you tell him.
So, Chick-fil-A was founded in Georgia.
Georgia.
At what
Yeah,
cost?
which is,
Is that,
it's south.
I was like, east, south?
It just felt like, I don't know.
South.
It was just such a weird reaction because there was literally no Chick-fil-A's near me when I moved to Tennessee.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden one popped up and everyone was like, oh! And like
Yeah.
freaked out over it. And it was like,
See,
it's
there's
not
one.
that good.
There's one around here that I know of,
There's
and I've been
two.
to it.
I
I know I'm getting like older because I enjoy going to JCPenney.
I like Bridgewater.
Let's see.
I
JC
like Bridgewater,
Penney.
but I'm there too
I
much.
love JCPenney.
I'm there way too much.
Well, yeah,
You work there, don't you?
I
You
work.
work in the makeup department
No,
at JCPenney.
I work-
JC Penney
I
was
work at,
founded in Wyoming.
Kermit.
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 You try to say that.
We just got copyright strikes.
Kermerer?
Kermer.
Kermit.
Camera.
It just sounds like you're trying to say
Camera.
what
In
you said.
1902, that's kind of impressive.
So since
Like,
most
is this-
of us, I just thought of this from what you said. Since most of us have like traveled and been around the United States, how are people from Ohio different or similar to other places? Like Liv, how are the people different from Nashville? Are they nicer?
I'd say that majority of people I've met in Nashville are nicer. There's a nicer atmosphere, but I also can't really... Nashville has changed a lot since I've moved there. Mm-hmm. It is very, very packed. There are a lot of people from out of state. I've met more people from out of state than actual
in-state
Nashville people.
It's like a mini New York, isn't it?
It is becoming mini New York, and people are starting to hate it because of how crowded it is. It's ridiculous. I used to think Ohio drivers were bad.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking
Nashville
that.
is
No,
awful.
I think Ohio drivers
Nashville
are decent.
Is awful.
I think they're decent
compared to everywhere else.
Okay, but once you start driving downtown, it gets like so frustrating.
I hate driving in cities no matter what, no matter where I am.
I've gotten used to Nashville at this point, but it still gets like on my nerves. But what people have told me about Ohio people is there's like, I don't know. I think it depends on the person too, because like you can get into the classification of like you're from Ohio if this person acts like this, because I think that people in Ohio can be jerks.
Oh
I really genuinely think people are jerks, but honestly, now that I'm like back and forth more, I think people in Ohio are more so just to themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's not so much a friendly thing as much as it is like people in Tennessee are like, "Hi, how are you?" Like, you know, like they'll want to start a conversation with you. People in Ohio just prefer to keep to themselves. Don't want to make conversations with other people. The rare occasional person will, but most of the time it's just this general attitude of like, oh God, I hope I don't like accidentally look at this person and make them uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Jesus. Yeah. And then if you do, it's like, oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
excuse me.
Once I knew the ope thing was a thing that wasn't just like me, it made me feel like human again.
Yeah,
because I did.
Fuck, thank God.
I did it so much. I'm like, that has to be annoying. Like someone has to hear me go, oh, and like. God, I hate it when I notice myself do it and be like, why am I doing that?
When I was younger, when I was like little, like 5, I thought that I was the only person who blinked. I thought that I was the only person who like swallowed their spit. I was so self-conscious about it for the longest time.
Poor thing.
I was like, is anyone else blinking?
Why is the little kid staring at me?
Are you blinking too?
Yeah, I thought it because I couldn't see anybody else swallow. I thought that I was the only one who
Imagine you saw people
But also,
blink.
how do you know anyone else blinked? Because you're blinking.
Yeah, maybe.
So how do you know if you blink, you don't miss it?
Well, because I just watched you do
Conspiracy theory.
No, that's the thing. When I was little, I was like, why am I doing these things?
Think I blinked.
Because I watched your eyes closed. This is the end of the debate.
No,
but like imagine
imagine
like standing next to someone and going like, and then like blinking, and then you hear them go, "Fuck, I thought I was the only one."
You blink, or you hear, and they're like, "Thank God!"
Yes. Dude, I thought I was the only one.
And it was so serious to me when I was little. I was like, why am I doing these things? Like, is this just me?
You know,
I thought I was the only kid who had acid reflux. Turns out I was.
What were you gonna say, Jack?
I thought I was the
thinking,
only kid that
because
liked to shoot guns.
On the topic of like weird things that you thought when you were a kid, I actually still like have weird thoughts where I'm like, I don't know if I'm the only one who's ever thought of this, but it's like, have you ever had the thought that like you're the only real person?
Yeah, no.
I hate that.
All the time.
Or I think I have the similar things. Like, am I in a dream?
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you, like, am I in a dream? Like,
we could go further into that in another episode and talk about
that's a good, yeah.
Sometimes I think I'm in the Matrix because I literally, like, see, like...
You should go
I literally
to the doctor.
see, like, repeats.
Deja vu?
Like, no, not even, like, deja vu where, like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's, like, similar, but it's not exactly the same. Like, I watched, like, I remember the thing, like, happening milliseconds before.
The Smiths are gonna fucking come for us.
That's like
dude,
when you
fucking
get
Morrissey.
hand tracers.
No,
I'll just throw meat at him.
Do you ever have? Do you ever have like dreams of something happening and then it fucking happens?
Yeah, no, I've talked to.
Kinda?
I have a lot of people. I know people.
I don't
who've had
remember
that.
a lot of
I
my
have
dreams.
those occurrences rarely, but when they do happen, it's like,
Yeah,
whoa, guys,
hits
stop
you.
literally everything.
Yeah,
I had a
before.
dream that my grandpa died. And
That's
then
awful.
recently he did. And then I had a dream that, like, when I was little, I was, like, super obsessed with my fish. Like, I had a pet fish.
Now
and he
I'm
was,
obsessed
like,
with fish.
Now I'm obsessed. My grandpa died, and now I'm obsessed with fish.
this is my life now.
And that's what I am. No, so I had a dream my fish died, and then he did, and then I was like, oh my god, please don't dream about anybody else dying.
That's awful.
Yeah, and that used to scare me a lot when I was
Yeah,
little.
we can do a whole nother episode about dreams.
Dreams, that's a good one.
Just because I think we've all had wild, bizarre dreams. My dreams are like, I won't go into it because I want to save it for another episode, but my dreams are just like, they make me not want to sleep.
Yes!
Mine are like
I get anxious about sleeping sometimes because
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't have a dream like this. Like,
well,
don't have
like
a
I
dream
had the
like
previous
this.
night. I don't want to go back into that world, you know?
Exactly.
I've had awful dreams. But anyways, we go on tangents quite a bit. But another one. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about Bob Evans, just because. Look, I just got beef with Bob Evans because
I've never been. So explain.
Dude,
your
my
Okay,
mom
so
tried
Bob
to kill me
Evans-
in my dream. So I want to talk more about Bob Evans.
I'm dead ass though. Bob Evans. Okay, it was like what would you call it? It was comfort food. Mashed potatoes,
Smiley face.
It's like
Smiley
Southern
face
fried
Oh,
chicken,
yeah.
It was,
gravy.
They have that chocolate fondue fountain. You know what I'm saying?
I think they did have like chocolate fondue.
I
at
remember
one
they
point.
had this giant mural of Bob himself in front of,
No,
front
they
of a
didn't.
farm.
They had,
No, you know
like,
what I'm talking
farm.
about. It was an old man in front
Oh,
of a
you're
farm.
right.
And I was like, that's where it all comes from.
Yeah.
Right,
That
that
one.
painting.
That one
That
farm
one.
is where all the
That
shit comes.
painting.
It comes from the painting.
They come through.
It's
Chickens
like
come through.
it's like freaking Tim Burton's Bob Evans. No, but Bob Evans, it was really good, and like it was one of those treat yourself places. We didn't go there often, but when we did, they had the best mac and cheese I have ever had, to the point where my mom tried to make mac and cheese to replicate Bob Evans
Really?
because it tasted that good. And she's the only one who's gotten the closest to how it tastes. They got rid of their mac and cheese.
Wait, aren't
It's
those
bullshit mac and cheese now. It's not even the same. They don't use Kraft.
It's like the fucking big.
Everything
Macs
you
now.
get there is usually cold, and the vegetables suck and usually taste not fresh. And I don't know what happened. We moved, and now Bob Evans is just garbage.
Okay, is Bob Evans the one? Jack and I, every time we have like Thanksgiving together, is that the mashed potatoes
Yeah,
that
that's
we get?
them.
We just
Yes,
The
we
best
Bob Evans mashed potatoes are good.
microwave them. Yeah.
Those are
Stellar.
bomb ass.
Those
That's
are
what I'm
the
talking about.
best.
The food all used to take like
Oh,
cheese.
man.
Bomb ass stank ass from
It
up
was
north.
so good, and like
Mama stinkas.
we would literally
Bomb
have
ass
nights
stank
where
ass
it'd be like, "Do you want?"
Bomb ass stank ass from up north.
Shut up.
Do you smoke, man? Nah.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean that's my rant about Bob Evans. I just want to know what happened, Bob.
Tell us,
Come on,
Bob.
Bob.
Bob,
Bob,
what-
we're here
Bob.
for you.
Bob, you had
Bob,
the
the
best
podcast,
mac and
Bob.
cheese in the game, man.
Bob, you've been smoking too much of that Bomb ass stank ass from up north.
Bob,
Oh my God.
come on the pod.
Come
Come on the podcast,
no,
Bob.
Talk it out with us,
Can
Bob.
Tell
we
us
talk-
what
Can we, our
happened.
first guest be Bob Evans?
Bob
Yeah,
Evans.
Bob Evans
Bob
himself.
You know those boys. You know those boys.
Bob
Mr.
and
Evans.
Evans.
Okay.
Those boys were the best Doritos.
Am I the
What?
only one
Those
who
boys were the best
doesn't
Doritos.
like fried chicken?
I love fried chicken, but only because my mom makes hella good fried chicken.
I don't like anything about.
You should have a fucking stroke on my couch right now.
Did you ever
Are
stroke
you
this goddamn
high?
podcast? See, I'd rather have
I'm in a Kyle
ice
Mooney
cream
mood
off
now.
the concrete that I just dropped than eat fried chicken.
That's fair.
You what? Hold on. That
Hold
whole
on,
that
wait.
whole sentence just
I heard
went over my
concrete
head.
and then I just eat fried chicken.
Okay, I would rather eat the
I
ice
think I
cream.
just had a stroke. That whole sentence just went over.
I said I would rather eat the ice cream off the concrete that I just dropped
That's
than
raw
eat
concrete.
fried chicken.
Okay, because my brain was like, what did you just say?
All I heard was
Concrete
I
and
don't know,
straw.
concrete. Then I eat fried chicken.
Concrete and then I eat fried chicken.
Concrete fried chicken.
I fall on the concrete and then I eat the fried chicken.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a typical
We're just
Friday
smudged the
night.
hell
Sounds
out
like
of glasses.
typical Claudia.
Buffalo Wild Wings? Is that Ohio?
BW3.
BW3s. I was there 2 nights ago.
Is that Ohio?
Jesus, yeah, dude, it was founded in
All I
Ohio.
get it. All I
I
get
think
it.
there might be
BW3s?
elsewhere, but BW3.
They have a
Hot
picture.
wings?
They have a picture of the first pitch ever.
They have a picture of
That's awesome.
2003.
That's a wrap. folks.
They got one big camera, got the whole stadium.
What the fuck is
They
that?
took the stadium.
The first.
What are you talking
They have
about?
a picture of the first pitch.
The first
And
pitch
they
in
got
what?
some-
Of baseball ever? In 2003?
I'm pretty sure baseball is...
Okay, so story time.
You might
Let me
be
talk
thinking
about
about
it.
like
So I was sitting. No, it
Please.
explains it. So I was sitting. It was after a show, and I was sitting We were at Buffalo Wild Wings,
Serious?
my friends, and it was like a picture like first pitch of like a game from 2003, and it was like a panorama.
The first pitch.
It was like a panorama, and it said first pitch, and it said May 17th, 2003, and then I heard my friends talking. I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And they were like, "The first pitch," and they're like, "The first pitch," and I was like.
That's
Ever?
now the
And then
name
they're
of this
like-
episode.
That's the name of our
pitch.
podcast.
And I'm like, they're
And
like,
it makes sense.
they're like, I was like, they were like, oh yeah, the first pitch. I was like, ever? And they were like,
Ever?
they were like,
2003?
no, and they were like, yeah, 2003. And I was like, wow, they got a big camera. Get all that.
That's what comes to mind, not the fact that baseball hasn't existed until
Since
2003.
Well, no, that's one of those things where like someone makes a joke about it and you kind of just
Oh.
go on with it and you're just like, oh yeah, first
That's
pitch,
a big
2003.
camera.
Okay, do you want to hear how cringy Jack and I were when we were younger? It made me think of this. So you were like, oh my god, baseball was invented in 2003, ha. Well, Jack and I went to a Reds game, and we each got
The Reds invented baseball.
They did in 2003.
the little,
Right.
you know, the little baseball bats, the little wooden ones that you'd get from the baseball games.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you ever get
No.
those?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking
So
I got nunchucks.
from a baseball game.
From the first
Like
thing.
little rubber.
But that's
nunchucks.
not far off though. Dude, that was
That
rough.
broke you.
That was rough. You were just like the big camera. They cut the whole thing. I'll shut up. Y'all continue. I got makeup wipes over here.
Okay, so
My
but
mascara's
I want you
everywhere
to hear
for
this. Oh,
context.
you're gonna be here. Okay, so Jack and I, we got. This was probably, I don't know. I was probably 10, so that would make you 7, right?
Fucking cringy, dude.
Something like that. So we go to we got the baseball bats, and mine was
As
red,
opposed to
or
what?
his was red and mine was blue, and we named them.
Sonic and Knuckles.
No, we named
I'm
them.
surprised we didn't.
We named them after Death Note characters.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, we did.
Because Light Yagami's color was red, so the red one was Light, and then the other one was L. And then that same year, at New Year's. It was New Year's.
Why did I keep thinking you were gonna say E3?
I did
don't
too.
know why.
I did too.
The next year at E3. No, at New Year's, our grandpa got us, you know, like, you put the party hats on, you blow the shit, like...
You blow the shit, yeah.
like, you get, like, kazoos.
You know,
Your
blow
grandma
them-
birthday party.
and you blow the shit. Okay, so we got, like, kazoos and party hats. And we started, they were all different colors, so we started naming them after Death Note characters. We're like, give me the Light Yagami hat. give me the Ryuk kazoo.
Give me Bob.
You don't remember
Bob.
this?
Give me Bob Evan.
Bob's here now.
Bob is here now.
Did you know that Christopher Walken played Death Note?
Bob
in
Evan?
He
the
played
movie?
Death Note.
The game.
He was Death
You know what
Note.
I'm talking about?
He was
though? Like,
Mr. Death Note.
He plays.
He was Mr. Death Note.
He plays the demon.
Ryuk?
Yeah, he plays.
No,
the
that's
Ryuk in
Willem
the movie.
Dafoe, you dingus.
No, it's Christopher. No, it is Willem Dafoe.
Wow!
And he's
Okay,
like,
wait. In the new one or in
Yeah,
the,
in the new
2007 movies?
The
new one.
Netflix movie that's live action.
That's
and
Willem
trash.
Dafoe. It
Willem
was
Dafoe plays
garbage.
him, and he's like, what?
What does Ryuk even look like in that? Does he look
He
like
looks
garbage,
cool. No,
or does he look cool?
He looks
now.
black, like silhouette. Like silhouette.
Okay, I know what you meant.
Thanks for listening. We're done.
That's
Podcast over.
I think we can only record
There
these
goes
out
our
loud
chance,
on
Owen.
Friday.
We had a good run.
While it lasted, he
For
looks
the last hour.
black.
He looks black.
Like a silhouette.
Okay, I've been looking for my phone to try to look up what he looks like.
He's behind you.
BW3s, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
That's
We're all
right.
over the goddamn
The,
place.
Okay.
the first pitch
The
The
first
first
thing.
bit.
ever.
So, are their wings actually that good?
No.
Yes. Are you kidding?
Yes.
What else
Yes.
do you get at BW3s?
Nothing
Nothing
else.
Nothing.
Cheeseburgers.
Beer
Are you going back
and
up? No,
They have beer
no,
cheese
no.
pretzels. So, BW3s,
God tier wings. Best place
I
to
actually
get wings.
only recently had their wings specifically, like,
Are you kidding?
in December.
I
think.
will say
Yeah.
this
The
about.
only reason to go there.
I think I had their beer cheese pretzels, and then we had some weird, I don't know. I worked there briefly once.
What?
You worked there?
I volunteered. I volunteered for the marching band. They did like a fundraiser.
Wait!
And I helped.
When was this?
You don't know
this
about
high
that?
school?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, in high school.
What year?
Marching band?
I wasn't in marching band, but Michaela was. And I went and helped. And then with that BW3s.
Oh yeah, I do kind of remember that.
Yeah.
That's wild. I
did
had
face
no idea.
painting. It was a lot of fun. And then I also helped, like...
Did you paint Ryuk on someone's face?
We're done with that topic. Oh, look, Owen, it's your servant.
Thank you, Jackie boy.
Do I get my check in the
Jack-
mail or what?
There's a direct deposit.
Direct deposit fucking rocks.
I know, right?
Rocks.
Nobody's done.
Not rocks.
I've only had one job that did that.
You know what's great about direct deposit?
Awesome.
When you get paid, you wake up and it's there.
Wow.
You've
Owen
worked knowing that
Kenny.
you have
You don't have to go anywhere.
You
Get it,
just
it's
sit
in
on
your
the
phone.
couch.
It's right there in your bank account.
Wow. Alright, we can start getting close to wrapping it up, but I want to talk about a few others. Max and Irma's.
I've been there
Never been.
one
Never
time.
Never
there.
been.
We've
Never
been
been.
one time.
So
Jack.
I'm saying the double S on that one.
Double
so-
S, SS to SS tier.
Above Skyline,
Yeah.
above Steak and Shake, above everything
But
else.
rest in peace tier.
Rest in
Is
peace,
that is
tier.
RIP tier above or below? Is that
Have you been to Max and Irma's?
RIP.
Feel free
Okay,
to
RIP tier.
tell us how
Since
it is.
they're dead, they're not on this. It's like they went to like heaven, so they're in a different category now.
Mike
It's like
and I-
things
They're on a
that don't
different list.
exist anymore.
This is the list here.
And then
They're like over
over here
here.
to things that don't exist anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's another good topic. Things that we had when we were little that we don't have anymore that we wish we had, like
Yeah.
Yogos.
Dignity.
I actually bit my tongue today.
Can I just
While I was
blow your
working?
mind?
Wait, what did you say?
I said things that we didn't have when we were little, like Yogos.
Yogos?
The yogurt. You don't know what Yogos are?
What is it? It sounds
Okay,
familiar.
it's like they had like a long skinny pack, right? And it was like
They
a
were like
fruit
grips.
snack.
Grips.
Grips. Okay, they're like
Yeah.
fruit snacks covered in yogurt, like
What?
sweet ass
Dude,
yogurt.
These sound
Yogos.
really
You had
familiar.
Yogos. You ate.
Look
you
up-
ate fucking
I
Yogos.
had Go-Gurt.
And
10
yeah,
times
that's
ago,
what
yeah,
I was trying to think of
fucking
grips as
All
well.
out.
Do you remember
Sorry.
grips?
Yeah,
They were
the little
tiny
tiny cookie things.
And they were like Cheez-Its and cookies.
Yeah, I had the cookie ones every day at lunch.
You have to know these, dude. They were delicious.
Let me see.
Oh my god, I do remember them.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Just
Oh,
saying.
it's coming back. It's flowing into my
The
mind.
flavor's
Yeah.
coming back,
Just
isn't it?
saying.
Oh man.
That's another good
Yogos
one.
were the shit.
Those are
What
in
do you think of
Ohio.
Yogos? How the fuck did you find
Frisch's Big Boy.
Big boy.
I want to talk about the Big Boy because
That
everyone gets
little
confused
Charlie says that. Big boy.
when I talk about the Big Boy.
The big boy. The big
What's your
boy.
relationship with the big boy?
I thought you said,
Prime
what's your
time.
religion?
I
The
don't
big
like
boy.
Frisch's.
You don't like the
I
big boy?
never have liked Frisch's.
What?
I've had nothing but weird experiences
Dude,
with Frisch's.
Frisch's is dope.
Here's the thing with Frisch's.
Their coleslaw
Yeah.
is
The boy is weird,
yes.
The
but
boy is weird.
their primetime breakfast sandwich is the only thing I've ever gotten there, and it's great. It's a
The
good-
buddy boy, like a ham and cheese sandwich.
I think I've
On-
gotten that.
No, I'm
On a
talking about
fat
their
ass
man.
bun. Their man, it's a boy.
Listen.
It's the
Frisch's
big boy.
big hunk. Frisch's big.
lump.
Okay, tell me why they sell bobbleheads of their mascot and people actually buy it.
Yeah.
I had one.
They-
Why?
Just the
Because
Mountain
I
Dew, or is
love
that just the Reds?
Because I love him.
I
I
love
the
him.
big boy. I love
You
him.
can get themed.
Now I can
Reds.
have the big boy in my
Don't they have
bedroom.
like Avengers Reds like?
Don't know, but I just don't know why anyone would have a statue of a little big boy in
A
their
little
house.
big boy. That's not
I
one
think
game,
the best
right? A
senior
little big
prank I've ever heard of
Oh,
was
yeah.
that Mom Put
My
mom's
mother-
class. Put the fucking
Yep.
big boy
Yeah.
statue
On top of Fairfield High
on
School.
top of Fairfield High School. That was my.
You know about
way.
that?
Yeah, my mom told me
Oh,
about it all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just put it on top of the building.
How did they do
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea.
I have
But
no
it's
idea.
That's a
hilarious.
legendary
That is
senior
hilarious.
prank.
That's better than anything else
Dude,
we pulled off.
we were like,
That's
let's
the
put glitter that looks like penis.
That was actually a pretty funny one though. With
They
the
were
hat.
so mad.
That was hilarious.
They were so
Kids
mad.
came over the intercom and was like, "We're done with senior pranks."
Everyone had penis glitter. And
It was
they
penis
were
confetti and glitter
keeping it.
and baby powder.
I
And they
had-
poured it over the ledge so it rained down on everyone who was below.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And
It was
I had,
insane.
for a while, I had a ton of glitter penis in my phone case that I
Glitter
kept.
penis.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
It was like confetti
It was all
penis.
over the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that our senior year did, I didn't participate.
Yeah,
in
'cause
this
we weren't there.
Yeah, fuck that. But it was a plastic wrap.
Plastic wrap around
Oh,
all
Which
of the
was
lockers.
such bullshit.
Around all of the
Lame.
lockers.
It was lame though.
They
in my
wrapped all of the
opinion.
lockers and no one could get their shit.
And their thing was, "That's a wrap," and I was like,
Good one.
I mean,
Should have been wrapping
It should
paper.
have been a prank on the other students. You're pranking the school, the people who torture you for 4+ years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently last year or this year, they just brought in pets.
What? They just brought in their pets?
That's it.
Did dogs get like
Y'all, it's called
parvo
a
and
prank.
die?
You're supposed to like almost get expelled.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's
my
funny
dog.
about it.
It's like,
Let's let it run
The
loose.
dog had rabies.
that would be funny. I think
Dog
giving
had-
everybody
remember
rabies.
when our friend wanted to put rats in the school?
Oh!
And frogs.
My friend,
Yes.
Love
we
you.
never,
Love you, friend.
we never did it,
Miss you, B.
but it would have been the best senior prank ever. But
Damn.
Joe,
Should've gone to water.
one night I was in Northside with Joe, and he went, and he was like, so I was looking on Amazon today, and I was like, yeah, and he went, you can buy 15,000 ladybug eggs for
Yeah.
$5. And I went, what are you saying? And he went, the vents at school.
That
so
would've been
they're
great.
just like the last day of school, just like put them there, and then they just like hatch, and there's ladybugs everywhere.
Awesome.
That would have
Like the
been
Oprah
hilarious. Yeah.
Bees. Speaking of Oprah, graders.
What?
Where did this go?
Greater is ice cream.
Alright,
I just
so
got whiplash from that fucking segue.
this is gonna be my thing now. So graders.
You ever see Whiplash?
Y'all have had graders ice cream, correct?
Cold Stone's better.
Excuse me. Graders was the shit
Nope.
during. Oh, and come on.
Nope. Cold Stone.
Cold
We
Stone's
were
just
kids.
Bridgewater graders.
Cold Stone's
Yeah.
bridge.
Because that's what they have
Okay,
there.
listen.
not
Graders is great. The reason I segued from Oprah is because apparently Oprah called it the best ice cream she's ever tasted in 2002.
Oprah also
I mean,
ate a
have you
car
That was,
Seen
and that was
Oprah?
a year before baseball was invented. So I don't know what she's talking
Oprah
about.
also
knows what
ate
she's
an
talking about.
entire car with her mouth on. So I think that's she's a little
What
biased.
And Josh Peck ran over her.
That's true.
That's the car
What
shit.
else did she eat? What else could she have ate it with?
She ate the car Josh Peck drove.
That's what I.
She
Whole
bored the
one
car.
bite chomp.
Boy,
She
is
bored
that
a
where he
hole.
went? Is that why drinking Josh isn't on anymore? Is that why I got canceled?
Oprah Ford Josh.
Alright. Graders was pretty good. I enjoyed their ice
I've,
cream.
I've been there one
I like
time.
graders.
I've been there one time.
It always just felt like really homey and
Yeah,
sweet. And
yeah.
when
Sad.
I worked there, it was like, it just makes me think of being a kid.
Yeah.
That's
Why
how
is it
Cold
sad?
Stone.
You're like, it's sad.
I just don't like how when I go inside, I feel like I don't belong.
I feel like
I feel like a miss.
when I go
I
in
go to the Graders customer
I'm
group
just
complaints
an
and be like, I don't feel like I belong here.
Like, what's wrong? I'm just inconvenient.
I'm sorry, I don't
I,
mean it.
you know, okay.
That's how I feel.
I don't
when
know,
go
okay,
to
you
Braden's.
You know that? Okay, this
I
really
call
stressed
it
me.
lessers.
Do you remember? Fuck you. Do you remember that one episode of Tom and Jerry where Tom literally
Ben and Jerry's
dies
ice cream?
and his spirit comes out of his body in like the stairway to heaven and
Yeah.
hell falls out?
Yeah.
That's what I
That
feel like
scarred
when
me.
I walk in the graders.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
You're a mouse in heaven. You're a dead mouse.
Wait, which one's the
Oh, Tom.
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 Oh, you're a dead cat.
I was gonna say. Wait,
I thought
you
Jerry
have
died.
which one's?
the mouse.
I know which
Tom
one.
the
Tom.
mouse.
I thought you said
Chico drives
Jerry.
the horse.
The Chico drives the horse.
You guys get any other restaurants specifically?
Talk about is Perkins an Ohio thing?
Never been.
I don't think so.
Perkins is
Perkins
nasty.
Perkins is like
Ass.
Perkins is one of those restaurants that you go and you're like, oh, this won't be that bad. Then you have it and you're like, why did I eat
That was
here?
that bad.
Okay, no. So why are there so many? There's so many like copy paste restaurants that are like they have different names.
Default restaurant.
It's like default TGI Fridays, Applebee's.
Applebee's is hot garbage.
Any of that shit is
hot garbage.
it's just the same restaurant with a different like you go to like would you rather go to Texas Roadhouse or
Logan.
Longhorn or
Texas
Logan?
Roadhouse is bomb as hell.
Texas
It's
Roadhouse
all
is
the
bomb.
same restaurant.
Longhorn
That's
fucking
fair, though.
sucks.
It's all the
Steakhouses
same
all
restaurant.
sell the same shit.
I hate Longhorn. It makes me feel like I'm there with my parents because I have to be, even when they're not. That's what
So you
Longhorn
go there on
makes
your
me feel
on
like.
your own will.
No, I've gone there
So
with
you
my...
just go there.
No, I
You
went
go there to
No.
feel like you were forced.
No, I went there with my friends once.
You go
because
there to feel because you
No.
want to have something to complain about.
I went there with a group of people because it was choosing
You wanna feel
between
like a victim.
Texas Roadhouse and Longhorn.
Jordy,
I go to
And everyone
I go to
else was
Longhorn
like,
to feel
everyone
like a
else was
victim.
like,
when I'm not feeling enough like a victim, I go to
Longhorn
Longhorn
Steakhouse. And then I'm a victim.
well, no, okay, the reason I feel like that, the reason I realized I've been there once without my parents, and we were choosing between Texas Roadhouse and Longhorn. It was a guy's birthday.
Did you walk
And he
into
wanted Longhorn, so we were like, let's fucking, it's his birthday, let's go to Longhorn. We went there and I was like, God, I feel like my parents made me go here to meet their friends, and I don't want
That
to be
is
here.
so
Did you-
great.
Did
way.
you did you like walk in? You turned around. You're like, Dad. Oh. Did it
Dad.
again.
Oh my god.
Not again.
Not again. Yep.
Man, Raising Cane's is not just an Ohio thing.
Raising
All
Cane's.
right. What are you rating?
is-
Well, no.
You better not say anything other
What are
than
you- what is-
fucking amazing.
What is your rating on a
S
rank?
tier.
S tier.
S
Cane's
tier.
is S tier, dude.
S tier.
No, Cane's is like
C.
platinum tier.
Tier.
Fuck you.
That's
Fuck
better
you.
than F. That's
C
She's
tier.
giving it a middle ground,
C
which I
tier.
can appreciate.
Fine.
There's something wonky about the tenders.
Dude, their tenders are better than Chick-fil-A.
No, okay.
You
Listen.
sound like you just got told that
You hold them.
I get defensive about Raising Cane's.
Well, I like how you went.
Listen. Okay, there is. There
Okay,
is a point.
listen.
scoff.
Okay, if I'm going to get a tendy, okay, my favorite. If I'm going to a restaurant to get a tendy, and they don't sell them anymore, I would go to McDonald's for the chicken selects. Those are crispy and crunchy, and they hard, and you can dip them in any sauce, and I would still put it in my asshole. And you go to Raising Cane's, okay?
We're just
And
not gonna comment on that one.
if you
Just gonna let that.
if you hold it and you pick it up, it like disintegrates.
That is true.
It's like
true. It does
comes
disintegrate.
apart
It does
in your
fall apart,
hand.
yes.
And I
I
feel like I
like
want to
that.
eat a chicken tender with a fork, and that feels wrong to me. And also the sauce is very.
I
I
don't
hate the
like
sauce.
What?
I hate the sauce.
Sorry,
The
Dick.
sauce is the
always-
best part.
I
You eat
always
Chick-fil-A
eat-
sauce.
I always eat Cane's chicken with Chick-fil-A sauce. That's the
That's
best
what I'm saying.
combo.
That
It's
is
in the
sacrilege.
chicken. Okay,
What
I
the
feel
fuck
like
is that?
I feel like the chicken tenders are so okay. Yeah, they're like big and you get a lot for what you pay for. Blah blah blah. But they're so thick that I feel like you're just stuffing your face full of chicken.
Yeah.
And that's gross to me.
I do get full after like 2 tenders.
I do get full,
That's
but
what
here's the
I'm
thing.
saying.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Blah,
with
blah,
that.
blah, blah.
I feel like it's. I'm like thanking the chicken when I bite it, and when all the juices come out, it's saying you're welcome. Also, Cane's sauce, on the other hand, it sounds like
It's
the Wicked
okay.
Witch of the East looked at honey mustard and they went, what if I made it worse? And that's what Cane
Why do-
sauce is.
Cane sauce is what makes the meal.
No!
No, no,
Dude,
no,
the
no.
bread is what makes the meal.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
toast.
But you dip the bread.
Is it really
in-
toast?
No, it's like
fries-
garlic bread.
The
Dip
fries
is
are
bread.
mediocre, but they're still
You
good.
dip. That's why you dip.
Who has the
everything.
best fries?
Fucking
Wendy's.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
No.
McDonald's.
No.
McDonald's.
Five Guys.
I've
Five
never had
Guys.
Five Guys.
Five Guys.
No,
McDonald's.
Five Guys gave me
Subway.
Five Guys fries.
Five Guys
me
gave me
shit.
herpes that one time. I remember it.
Five Guys gave you herpes?
That one time, yeah.
Wow.
No, Five Guys burgers and fries. I had it and I was
Five
like,
Guys give you herpes.
Don't
I was
worry
like,
about it.
wow.
That's a story.
I
for
was
another
like,
day
wow,
now.
this like bundle of fries that essentially looks like one burger is really good. But I literally had like diarrhea nonstop for a week because of it. Like it hurt so much.
You're
But
supposed to have a bunch of a bad Five Guys.
no,
That's what
it
happens when I
was-
go to White Castle.
White
White Castle
Castle?
fries are garbage.
The only reason White Castle exists specifically in
For
Hamilton
Is because it's in
it was on
Hamilton.
Undercover Boss.
I would say, what?
Here's a little known fact. The Hamilton Main Street White Castle was on Undercover Boss.
I used to walk
Yo.
there like 3 in the
Which
morning
is
all the
hilarious.
time.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it was on.
White Castle
I
is
saw some
garbage.
scary
White
shit
Castle's
there.
fucking garbage.
Yeah.
I saw some scary shit in that White
White
Castle in
Castle's a
Hamilton.
Weird, like, what is with like some
Something in
restaurants and
between.
places in Ohio feeling like they're not?
Part of reality. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
like
some,
they
like,
feel
they're like in limbo.
Yeah, and you're just like,
it's
where the
just fucking
fuck
weird.
am I?
You
there are
walk in,
places
that's
in the Midwest
any
where you
pl-
step into anywhere and you're just like, what the fuck? I've just left the real world.
That's like
for,
most
2
places
seconds.
in Hamilton. That's
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Well,
Hamilton is just, Hamilton is like,
Here's the thing.
it fell from space and just kind of landed and it's here now.
Here's
That
the
is
thing.
majority of Ohio, just different
Here's the
pieces
thing.
of like
Hamilton,
reality.
with that, it's like places that feel like you go into a different dimension. Middletown
You
is
just
an
don't
entire
go to
different
Middletown.
universe.
You just don't go.
No, you know, like the car from Cars, where he always like he was super slick and he always like raised himself super
Oh, yeah, the
high.
purple guy?
I went to Middletown to pick up a friend. I saw him
Yeah.
on
He
the
was there.
street.
He
He
lives-
drove past me. He was so high, dude. He was so high up in
He
the
was
air.
or
I
you
didn't.
were?
I was surprised that like he didn't.
Middletown is like an
Dude.
empty Hamilton.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
No,
No, that's the
Middle-
perfect way of
scary.
describing it.
Middletown. If you say,
It's like if you put
if you whisper, "Shoot me," in
It'll
Middletown,
You'll get shot.
it'll shot before you've thought it.
That's like, okay, it's like if you take everyone from Hamilton and like put them in the country. You like throw them in a field and let them like
Middletown.
scavenge.
You take all the Hamilton rejects.
The rejects of Hamilton.
That's a good one.
Alright,
No, my-
guys.
Is it over?
Last one.
Last
Time
one.
to go. What's the last one?
Donato's.
Donato's is
That's in
Donato's
Ohio?
Pizza. Yeah, Donato's
What?
Pizza.
It's
I
alright.
have a little bit of a beef with Donato's.
It was never the best pizza, but we got it a lot when I lived in Columbus.
My family gets it all the damn time. And I'm like, okay, well, one, their pieces are teeny tiny. They cut them, okay, I like my triangle pizzas, and those are square.
Oh shit! No wait, hold on. This isn't the last one. There's one place we're talking about that we haven't.
Let's finish Donato's.
Let's finish
before
Donato's,
I-
but
yeah.
I'll bring it up.
And the pizza is so salty that
Yeah.
I feel like a raisin after I eat it.
Yeah, it's gross.
You know what? That is so accurate. Oh my god.
I feel like you just spent a day at the pool.
Yeah,
And you look out,
just
and you,
wanna
or you just
drink
got out of the
water
shower,
and
and
your
you
mouth's
you
dry and
eat
you're
it, and then you look
thirsty
at your
as fuck.
hands, and
Yeah.
they're all pruny.
You just
And
want
you're thirsty.
after you eat a Donato's pizza, you just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not bad tasting. It's just very salty
Is it
and
thin?
No,
dry and thin. And because it's like, okay, they're pepperonis. I don't know what the hell they do, but they always end up looking like little bowls. They're never.
Oh, yeah!
They're never flat to the pizza. They
Here's-
always curl at the
my
edges.
thing. Here's what I feel like when I eat Donato's pizza. I feel like, oh yeah, we got some nice cheese, we got some nice sauce. Here's a piece of bark that I took from a tree. Slap it on. There's my pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like in the bowls of pepperoni, the pepperoni bowls. It's
Yeah.
either you get a little tiny oil soup,
Yeah.
or you get hot peppers. Not like peppers, but like the flakes. They put like the flakes on it,
Yeah.
and then you end up coughing and get stuck in your throat, and it's dry and salty, and then you definitely want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Last one. What was the other one?
The roses.
I was gonna say.
That's
Okay.
the big one.
The
Good,
roses.
yeah.
That's
good.
the big
That's
one.
what I was
That
gonna
is the
say.
big one. We can't
The
not talk
Kings
about it.
Island pizza.
That is the pizza.
Here's my.
La
Here's my.
Rosa's,
I
I don't like their pizza.
That's what. Okay.
I
Here's
don't
my.
like their pizza unless I'm at Kings Island.
There you go.
Here's my.
There you
Here's
go.
my opinion. Of. Here's my analogy about La Rosa's. they're like the Foo Fighters of pizza. And
Oh,
I like the
that's
Foo
right,
Fighters,
yeah.
but listen, okay, Jack, I know you like them, but this
Yeah.
is my opinion. It's not bad, and I like it. But it's so, like, cripplingly okay. Like, it's not, like, it's not, like,
it's true.
amazing, but it's not bad. It's just, like,
They don't have
it
any
hurts
sort
how average it is. Like, it could be so much more.
If you were going to
That's-
describe Ohio, you would just say La Rosa's.
Roses.
And
The
we're like,
Foo
yeah.
Fighters of states.
It's like sometimes it's,
There you go.
it's
That's
like
awesome.
again, it's like you could describe if you were describing Ohio or La Rosa's, you could use the same words. Be like, oh, it's okay sometimes. Like I enjoy it.
No,
Sometimes.
you could
That's why
use-
it feels like alternate reality. Sometimes.
You could use,
You're
like-
so used to life being like mildly extravagant and weird that when
Mhm.
you're in any sort of situation in Ohio, it's like what the fuck is
Anything
going
can
on?
happen, and you're
'Cause it's just
okay with
off-putting.
it.
It's
It
like
is.
the Ohio is the and all its restaurants and all its stores are like the what's the thing for horror films where it's not creepy but it's terror.
Uncanny Valley.
Oh, the uncanny valley.
Ohio's the
Oh,
uncanny
yeah.
valley of the United States.
Things
Yeah.
just kind of trickle here
Everything
and
is
stay.
just weird. Yeah, everything gets stuck here. It's a black hole. It
Ohio's
just keeps
literally-
going
it's like
down.
Twin Peaks almost.
Anyways, La Rosa's like they've had some good stuff, but it's not memorable.
It's
You
only
know?
memorable at Kings Island.
No, like, the term
I can imagine
crippling
that 'cause you're, like,
okay.
tired.
Cripplingly
Yeah.
You're
okay.
hungry,
Yeah.
and there's the smells everywhere, and you're
You smell
excited, and you're like, oh, pizza to go with this awesome day. La Rosa's belongs only at Kings Island.
I'm
Not
gonna say
outside of
something right
Kings
now.
Island.
They can sponsor us if they want. That'd be pretty damn cool if they sponsor us. Casano's Pizza.
Casano!
Casano's Pizza.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
you
big
got-
Casano's
dogs.
Pizza.
Big dog!
Woo!
Okay,
Big dogs.
You- look-
Casano's. I want to talk about Casano's before we talk about Big Dogs, though. Casano's Pizza, smartest
That is-
shit in the business.
Oh,
They make these giant pizzas. They're delicious. They cut them into chip-sized bites and give you sauce. And the pizzas are massive, dude. You can sit there
Like
and eat it with
table-size?
a group of people. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
table-sized
yeah,
pizzas. They're
massive.
huge. Have you not been to Casano's?
I've never even heard
Dude.
of it.
Oh, dude.
We need to have Casano's.
It's
at
the
some point.
ultimate group
It's
Plaza.
fantastic.
Listen. You know exactly where. Remember that plaza where Bonanza was?
Yes.
There's one
Remember
in
that pizza restaurant there with the guy with the neon sign, the pizza dude.
No.
Do you remember that?
I
there's
only
one in that
remember
plaza.
Bonanza.
No, we had been there. We've been there. I took you there. Do you remember? We went. Me, you, and Mitchell went when we went to go to the mall to take that photo
AJ.
shoot for that album we were gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Don't
said,
say it.
you said Mitchell. I was just.
do you remember that? we got the big
Okay,
pizza.
we
and then-
did it was the vaporwave photo
Yes,
shoot.
so you remember we
That's
we went to a pizza restaurant before that, and there was a big pizza, and they had the small, like you said, the chip side with the tiny little, like that sized pieces. Do you remember that? It's in the plaza. Yeah.
Oh my god, okay, I remember this. And we sat at the table, and we
Yes.
had the little, cause you order at the bar thing,
Yep,
and
that's
then
right.
you sat.
That's right. Yeah, it's the one we went to. Yes. So yeah, she's
I remember that now.
very
Oh
good.
my god.
Rip.
Yeah, Casano's is amazing. But that's like
It was okay.
and it's a local.
Yeah.
Big Dogs is also a local restaurant only, but they're wonderful. If you ever get the chance to go there, recommend it. They have great food, great pizza, great,
Awesome people.
I don't know, wonderful people, yeah.
Environment's cool too.
Cute,
Yes.
cute restaurant.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
The little trains.
You know what?
everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And that's a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
This has been fun. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If you have any restaurants that are from your part of town locally that you want to share, or something that, I don't know, is from the South that we may not have here up
North,
in
East,
the Midwest.
West.
Yeah.
Anywhere that's not Midwest.
Please share that with us.
Or even if it is Midwest, then we just skipped over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, please tell us if we skipped over anything, because we were just trying to cover some of the bigger ones that like a general population would be like, oh yeah, we know that, and like there's obviously smaller ones that smaller parts only know to themselves, but they're still like notable chains, I guess.
This first episode is pretty lighthearted, but it's gonna get weirder.
Yeah.
We
It's
got
gonna
some
get
interesting
darker.
topics we want to talk about.
We got
Yeah.
some spiders.
Midwest-based stuff
Ghouls.
mainly.
Ghouls.
Ghouls,
Ohio
spiders,
ghouls.
green
We got
ghouls, buddy.
Grandpa's cheese barn.
and
We got
Hell
some
is Real.
video game stuff. We got you. We got your music stuff. We got your movie
We got
stuff.
bats.
So
we got dream stuff. We got theories.
Next episode actually is going to be weird dreams we've had and just talking about dreams. And
dream theories.
And stuff. Yeah. Because
decision is being made right now.
Individually, we've had just wild dreams and want to share some of them and then talk about maybe what they might mean.
Did we all agree to name this episode The First Pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what's
That's
absolutely what it is.
Where Liv's mascara just ran down her face from crying.
Just cried.
Alright, well thank you guys again for watching. Or listening. I'm used to saying watching. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.